Hello there, my name is Dave. A very, very warm welcome to the Dave Laight Be Happy podcast. This is episode 9. It's called Look Within. I don't want to waste any more time. Let's just get straight into this episode. And as I said, it's called Look Within. Happiness, because that's what we're talking about. Happiness is based on the foundation of loving yourself, because if you cannot love yourself, if you can't love yourself, you will never ever be able to truly love or love anyone or anything else. And that is the truth. As in the UK, that's what we say. That's it in a nutshell. If you can't love yourself, you can't truly love yourself, you'll never be able to truly love anyone or anything else, and you'll never be able to escape from this fact. As the saying goes, there's a saying, you can run and you can hide. Well, you can run from this fact. You can run long and you can run hard from this fact, and you can hide from it too. You know, hide under a rock, hide under other things that can distract you. You can mask it with other things and thoughts. But here's the thing, or the thang, as I like to say. If you don't love yourself, you will always know that you don't. And you'll always feel it. And this feeling that will be in your guts, inside of you, it will take away from any enjoyment or success that will ever come your way. It's no good, is it, to be successful if you don't know how to enjoy it? Because ultimately, success without happiness, it means absolutely nothing. And it gives you nothing. You are just left, even though you're successful, rich maybe, famous maybe, and we've seen it time and time again. You're just left disappointed, then let down, and you're left hurt. There's a saying, if you decide to climb a mountain, always check first of all that the mountain that you have chosen to climb is the right one for you. Because it would be a shame, wouldn't it, to have spent years and years and gone through lots and lots of challenges, shall we say, climbing to the top of the career mountain that you have chose to climb, only to reach the top and to look out across the mountain range at all the other mountains and to discover that you've chosen to climb the wrong mountain. Wouldn't that be a shame? Success without happiness can lead to huge unhappiness that can have a massive catastrophic effect and have catastrophic endings for you and for all those people caught in this trap. And we've seen it with so many rich and so many famous people who've taken their lives through, ultimately, unhappiness. What's the best way to ensure that you're climbing the right mountain? What's the best way to find that out? First of all, can I suggest that you check out what it might be like at the top of the mountain before you start to climb? What's the view like? How do you feel? Can you breathe? Check that out first of all. And then follow your passion. Follow your passion. Do not follow the money. Don't follow the money. Follow your passion. If you follow your passion, you will find that your money will come to you. It truly will. If you do not love yourself at this moment in time, you must do this. It is absolutely imperative that you change your outlook, that you change your mindset, and you change your mentality. You have to engage in self-love. Engage in self-love. And to be able to do this, you've got to go within yourself. You've got to go within. You've got to look within. And as another very old saying goes, if you go looking, you shall find. And there's another saying, isn't there? Finders, keepers. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? If you need help to go looking within from family or friends or from even the medical profession, go get it. Go get it now. Ask for that help. If you ask, that help will come to you. It really will. Seen it time and time again. It's happened to me. I'm speaking to you from experience. Hear this. Believe this. Write this on your soul. Loving yourself. Loving yourself. Loving yourself. Falling in love with you. Loving yourself is an inside job. It's all about your mind. This is where it all happens. This is where you love yourself, and this in your heart is where you love yourself. Loving yourself is an inside job. It's a mind job. It's a mind job. It's a mindful job. And if you get your mind right, you will get your whole world right. You'll have the whole world, your whole world. You'll have your whole world in your hand. What a great feeling that would be. Here's a couple of things that you can do and that you can practice to start the process of loving yourself. The first thing that you need to do, and it really, really is a must, is that you have got to be able to forgive yourself. Yes, that's right. I just said you've got to be able to forgive yourself. You've got to let yourself off the hook. Give yourself a pass. You've got to let go of all the angst, all of it, every single bit of it, all the angst that you are carrying inside of yourself for anything that you have ever got wrong or messed up or failed at. You've just got to stop beating yourself up, period. And we're all really good. I'm fantastic at it myself. We're also very good at beating ourselves up. If something goes wrong in my life, I would in the old days be the first one to go to the old baseball bat cupboard, and I'd pick the biggest baseball bat up and I'd metaphorically beat myself over the head with it. I didn't need anyone else to beat me up. I'd do it all by myself. Such a destructive act. And you have to go even further with this. Not only must you forgive yourself for the things in your past, here's the thing. You've got to forgive yourself for the things that you are going to get wrong in the present, in the now, and you must forgive yourself in advance for anything that you are going to get wrong in the future, because for sure you are going to get lots of things wrong in the future, and we'll talk about that in another podcast. You know, they say that you're only human, and to make errors, to err, is human. It's what we do. It's what human beings do. We get things wrong. That's how we learn. It's the secret to be able to go on, put my teeth in. It's the secret to be able to go on and find your success. So learn that you're going to mess up and fail. Expect to do it. Accept it when it happens. And it will happen. Rejoice in it. Celebrate it. And don't engage in beating yourself up. Nelson Mandela, and here's a brilliant quote. And I love this quote. It's really, believe me, it's helped me so much in my life. Picked me up off the floor. Nelson Mandela said, and he said it was about a man, but I've changed one word. I said about a person, because it's applicable to all of us, no matter how young or old, no matter what our religion, race, whatever. It's about us. It's about people. So I've switched from a man to a person. Nelson Mandela said, the measure of a person is not that they have never fallen. The measure of a person is the way that they pick themselves up after the fall. Boom. The measure of a person is not that they've never fallen. Don't judge people by that. Judge people by the way that they pick themselves up after the fall. Just apply that to yourself. The measure of you, the pleasure of you, is the way that you pick yourself up after a fall. And don't forget, we've all just said it, we've all acknowledged it, we're going to fall time and time again. The other thing that you need to do when you look within is to look and to concentrate, and I mean this, on the very best of you. It's the easiest thing in the world to be negative because we live in a negative old world, don't we? We're being surrounded by it, it's being fired at us from all different forms of media and in our business and family life every single day. Our default position, it results in our default position being negative. And this, being negative, if you're not careful and watchful, is so true of ourselves. We all find it incredibly too easy to be negative about ourselves. Mindfulness, it's popular saying these days, I love it, being mindful. Mindfulness is a really big thing. It's getting bigger, and it is important to you that you are mindful about yourself in all that you do and all that you go for in your life. Be mindful. Les Brown is a great world speaker. I love that man. One of his great quotes is, he says this, "You have greatness in you. You have greatness in you." Believe this, it's true. We all have greatness in ourselves, in us. And many times, many times, it's in the moments of adversity, of hardship, when we're tested, when we're really challenged, beyond belief, that we discover what we've got in our locker. We discover the tenacity, the courage, the strength and all of the skills that we actually have inside ourselves. And here's the thing. If you are unhappy right now, hear this. If you are unhappy right now, if you are beating yourself up right now, if you are not loving you right now, you are in crisis. You are in a time of adversity. You've got your back to the wall. You're up against it. This is the time to look within. Go within yourself. Find the good stuff that you've got in you, and it's in there, and use it on you. The third thing that you can do when you look inside and you look to go forward in your life is to live true to yourself. Appreciate who you are. Celebrate. Have a party about it. Celebrate you. Just be you. Because if you do this, in the test of time, when you look back in history, it will prove to be, and I'm speaking slowly so it sinks in, it will prove to be the very thing that saved you, that made you, and that gave you a great life. Here's another thing to do. Stand before a mirror every single day, and I mean every single day. Look yourself in the eyes. Stare yourself down. Look deep into your very soul. Look deep into your very being. And tell yourself, say it out loud and repeat it and repeat it and repeat it, how great you are. Now, my daughter Lucy, she's a great exponent of this, and I really am just so proud of her. Now, she's had her angst, still has some now, like we all do, but she really has discovered her worth. She knows who she is, she knows what she's about, she knows what she stands for and what she wants from her life, and she lives by her rules. Lucy, she didn't like college. It wasn't for her. She didn't walk out on it, though. She didn't walk out on it. She ran out. She sprinted out of it to follow her dreams, to follow her path and her passions. And she does today live the way that is true to her and the way that makes her feel happy inside. She is a work in progress still. She's still chasing her dreams. She's now studying online. She's changed her job. She stepped up her happiness a level, and then she stepped it up again. She's changed her life, her mindfulness. She's changed that, her outlook, her well-being, her actual direction in life. She's changed it massively for the better. And it all came from looking within, from looking inside. And she's done all that over the last few years, so it can be done. If Lucy can do it, and I'm proud of her, so can you. So, I'll say this again. If you are unhappy right now, here's this message. If you rearrange, you can change. Start loving yourself. Look within. Go within. You have greatness. You really have greatness in you. Here's another quote from Les Brown when he says, you have all that you need you have all that you need to find success, to be successful, and to find your happiness. You've got all the stuff that you'll ever need to go and find those things in you right now. You've just got to go and look for it. Please, please, please remember, it's an inside job. It's a mind job. Look within and go within. You've got greatness in you. You can do it. We can all do it. This is the Dave Laight Be Happy podcast. Thanks for listening. Stay safe. That's important. But more important, above anything else, be happy. I'd love to see you. I'd love to see you in the next podcast. Bye.